Does this look philosophical enough? The Philosophy Hour. The Astrophilosophy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KRS Dungeon. And today we're going to be talking about life again. I did not think we are going to be back so soon together under these circumstances, but there are certain events in the sky that have taken place that have brought the philosopher out from me again, twice in less than a week. So, what is it that I want to discuss today? Well, today is a very important topic. It is a topic that can literally save your life. Yes, it can save your life. Well, I have no smoke, but hey, I can pretend. Okay? Oh. So today's subject is actually a particular subject that I'm going to be discussing at the Vedic Astrology conference in Sedona by end of this month. So I don't know if you guys are coming, whoever's coming. I look forward to seeing you there. And those who are not going to be able to make it, hopefully I can record a video. And, my whole discussion is on empowering astrology, through social media. But I'm just so, it's like I'm now numb. Being in this country, in United States now, I am now becoming numb to certain things, and this is not good. And what is this thing that I am numb to now? I am pretty much numb to hearing about mass shootings. Because back in the 90s, when Columbine mass shooting happened in the United States, oh my God, it was like a shock wave went through United States. The schools were like on a absolute, stealth mode for literally 4 or 5 months, and we're like, how did this happen? How could this happen? And now, literally after 18 years later, another mass shooting happened at a school in California just now. I think maybe an hour ago or so. And when you hear this news, you're like, all right, another mass shooting, another day, another dollar, another dead body. Oh, well, whatever. Heard enough of these mass shootings. And that's because we hear so many of these mass shootings, especially in the past 15, 20 years, because guns are available like candy now to everybody. But that brought up a very, very strong, thought in my head. I'm like, all of these mass shootings, especially since the last 7, 8 years, have been triggered through social media. Either somebody tries to become a famous person by killing someone online, committing murders online. They want to get their name online. Especially teenagers and social media is like teenager and a car without license. And especially a sports car. Social media, children and teenagers is like a teenager with a Ferrari without even license, without ever learning to drive. It becomes dangerous. And then the other news came out. Every single day now, some news comes out of some person, becoming infamous through viral video because they were saying something stupid in an Uber car, or they were saying something stupid at a bar and somebody was recording it. And what happens now, like if you notice, especially with LiAngelo Ball, the brother of Lonzo Ball, the basketball, I won't say he's a star. He's just a drafted player in the NBA, and his brother got arrested in China. You can Google this story. It was a big story here in the US. He shoplifted at 3 different stores, Louis Vuitton stores. Okay? Now imagine if this was back 10 years ago, or back even 12 years ago, this story would have happened and would have disappeared into the night. Now what happens here, Leangelo Ball, this person who shoplifted at the Louis Vuitton store in China, the basketball player for UCLA, this lady who was literally drunk, ranting at this Uber driver, their careers are completely ruined for rest of their life. Rest of their life, whenever they go for a job, whenever they go for any kind of like a place to make money, the employer is just going to see it, who they are and what they did. Who's going to hire them? Nobody. And these are the little blocks that that really just got me going for this second philosophy hour, astrophilosophy. Because look, in astrology, if there's a combination in your life to be infamous, to be insulted, on a mass scale, it will happen to you, right? If you're going through a bad time period, bad dasha, let's say your eighth lord is in the seventh house and you do something stupid, public is going to come after you. They're going to try to get you. Seven, and this is an astrological analysis for those who are probably just new. But again, even if you don't have a certain combination or yoga, but let's say you just have a little hint of like, well, something could happen in this time period, and your life could be ruined, but I don't think so. Jupiter's protecting. Still, you are living in this time period where one small thing ruins your life. And this also comes to all the violence that happens. Because if somebody is screwed up in the head up here, and they have access to guns through their parents, or they know some kid whose father is a gangster and he can give them guns or something, for them, the first thing that they're going to think of, oh my God, I'm going to be a social media star if I go in the school and I commit this mass shooting. And this is what makes this time very dangerous. This time very, very dangerous. Because now, me as a parent of two daughters, not even boys, even boys are just as much in trouble, but especially a father of two daughters, I'm like, I just want to like homeschool them. It is so dangerous now sending your children, especially girls, to a school where some dumb teenager with the cell phone could do something stupid, put it online, get it viral, and literally can ruin somebody's life to a point that they commit suicide. And this has happened. It's not like this is some scenario I'm giving it to you. This has happened, and this is where in astrology, when you realize, that if you have, yeah, this is very good if you're homeschooling your daughter at 14. I would never thought I would do it. I never thought I would do it. But me and my wife have made the decision that the stuff that happens at school nowadays with sexual harassment, if somebody doesn't like my daughter, they'll do something stupid, record it on the phone, put it on social media, and next thing you know, it'll be there for life. For life. You guys all have to understand. Some dumb thing you do now, whether it's some stupid joke, some dirty joke that we all used to make in our conversations, you can no longer do that. Somebody can secretly record it and put it online. And so because of these things, I'm like, I'm good. No thank you with the public school system. Not even private schools are probably worse, especially after the stories that I've heard. And that's why, I'm like homeschooling them. I'm like, it's okay, you'll find your friends in social life. You don't need to experience all those things that we did because that time is gone. Now all these girls committing suicide because their boyfriend or whoever they were dating got this picture of them, put it online, you know? So For me, I'm never gonna send my children to any like public school. Like it's so dangerous. Just 2 hours ago in California, there was a mass shooting of literally, I think, an elementary school. I think they were not elementary. They were like 7 to 10 years old kids in school. 7 of them got shot, injured, but the 10 teachers, I think, died of this mass shooting. And this really happened just Northern California, Silicon Valley, where near it wasn't the actual Silicon Valley, but I think it was like outskirts of it. But still, we're living in these times, like especially like if I go out in public, like I'm going to Sedona, I'm going to be going to Sedona. I'm going to be around people that I don't know, but they will know me. I'm just going to be like very boring person. I'm not going to say something. I'm not going to try to make some joke. I'm not going to be, like I will be the most serious person because it's nowadays you can trust anybody. And even if you, it's not about even about trust. It's just somebody just exploiting your private time, and it is really scary. Because what is also happening in China now, uh, people are starting to rate each other just on streets. If somebody meets you, this is actually, they're doing it now. It was actually an episode in Black Mirror on Netflix where people rate you. So if somebody sees that you have a 2 rating out of the 10, they cannot be friends with you because if they're associated with you, their ratings will go down. I mean, this is like beyond 1984, the book. And this is why I'm trying to help all of you who are teenagers, especially who are following me, because I've got what 50% now. 50% of my followers are actually teenagers. Do not do something dumb, please. And this is why you have to also know how is your 7th house in astrology, how is your 10th house in astrology, how is your first house in astrology. Especially the 7th house becomes very important. 7th house represents your reputation to the masses. If there is just a little bit of, little bit of a hint that one may not have the greatest reputation, back in the days, your worst reputation was just simply in your colony. The places that you live, like I live in this colony, that's it. That was like the worst mass fame you would get because you were known as a complete jerk. Now, regardless of if you are in a small colony, in a village, in a small town, or a big city, your idiotic actions, your stupid actions can blow up worldwide. And imagine if you're trying to get a job, you're in US, you did something stupid as a teenager at the age of 18, at the age of 19, at the age of 13, as we all have. Now it's not even just in your country. You go out of country to get a job, they'll find out. They'll easily find out. All the employers have all kinds of ways to find out who you work for, where you are, what you did, all your little peccadillos, they'll find out. So it's very, very important for the new parents to understand this, to the teenagers to understand this. Don't get drunk or start acting stupid in a party because somebody could be recording and they can put it up right away on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. And next thing you know, it's shared 20,000 times. And in 2 days, it's shared 600,000 times. Don't go out and, try to make a scene. If you get drunk, don't try to get an Uber. Just pass out wherever you are and go in the morning when you're sober. Oh, believe me. I mean, in my teenage years when I was drunk, like in 2021, some of the stupidest shit I did. And thank goodness there was no cell phone. Thank goodness there was no smartphone or nobody was having a, real camera. Oh, let me take your picture now. Or I'm going to put it on where? Nowhere. Now it is so dangerous that for me, my castle is this room. My city is this room. My world is this room. But yes, of course, you don't want to just be a hermit. You got to take chances. You got this life to live. You got to finish your karmas. You got to do the right things. But just know that when you get out of your home, even in home, I don't trust anything anymore. I don't trust my new monitor I got. I don't trust my new smart televisions. They're listening to you. There is no privacy. They'll listen to you. Believe me, I think they are. This thing, this phone, is also probably listening to me without me knowing. It is it's such a microscopic thin line. Such a microscopic thin line between being good and evil. People no longer look in the shades of gray. Good or bad. Like, let's say whatever is happening with Kevin Spacey or Harvey Weinstein. I mean, sure, they're bad people. They deserve what they are getting. But back, let's say 10 years ago, if this happened, they would be going to court. There would be lawyers. There would be, proper interviews and justice being served. And believe me, justice would be served if there was evidence. Now anybody can make up anything, put anything online, and the first thing that happens, it's guilty first. Okay, now this is what happens on social media. Guilty first, prove your innocence now. It's not innocent till proven guilty, as it is supposed to be, as it isn't written in the Constitution of the United States. And I'm sure even in India it's like that. But now it is you're guilty first. Now prove your innocence. We don't care. We're watching your little drama. We're watching your little play here, and we're gonna enjoy it. It's up to you to prove yourself innocent. So be very careful what you post. Everything that you comment, believe me. Let me tell you something, okay? I live in Washington, D.C. I talk to people. We go out, we have friends. Even if you make an anonymous account and you post something, let's say you make an anonymous account and you say something to me, you say something to someone else. Oh, you're a piece of shit. You're a complete loser. Go kill yourself. Right? I get that all day. They can now find out that you were the one who said that and you were the one who made this account and said that in this bullshit name. Believe me, the way they're now tracing these things, please, this is for especially the teenagers, because a teenage mind is the devil's mind. Because I've been there, okay? I have done stupid shit in school, everywhere. I used to go to dean's office like, what, at least once a week. So I know what I'm talking about. Do not do something stupid that is going to ruin your entire... One thing, that's it. It takes one thing. One small thing. Even a 3-second video of, let's say, okay, so let's say somebody was harassing you at a party. And he just coming you and just frustrating you, saying some things to you. But you turn around and you punch him. But guess what? Somebody was taking that video and they only took that part where you punched that guy, put it online. It's viral now. You punched a person. Now what is it? Guilty. Prove your innocence now. You're guilty. We all hate you. You're going to get all the hate mails. Everybody's going to come on your social media page and go after you. Now prove your innocence. While you were like, he's been harassing me. He was saying this and this. Oh, really? Where's the proof? So be very, very careful of what you say, what you do. Doesn't matter if it's your own name, if it's the anonymous name. If you said something, they will know. You can even go to the library, create a fake account to say something to someone. Let's say you hate your ex, right? And you want to go after her or him. You make the fake accounts, you post this about them, you post that about them, you post your text messages that they sent you, but you did it anonymously, right? Oh no, believe me, I'm hearing cases where people, actually somebody went to a different country to do something against their ex, got caught. Later on, they came back and all that. They're like, oh yeah, I did the damage. Nobody will know. They got caught. So please don't ruin your life over something stupid. Because you no longer get a second chance. Even if you get a second chance, the imprint of your first mistake will always be online. Always be online. You will die and reborn, and you might watch your own mistake as another person. And you never know, within 400, 500 years, 1,000 years, they'll know where you're being reborn. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're reborn, you're supposed to finish your sentence. Here, come, give this baby to us. Everything is possible. Remember, in this universe, anything and everything is possible. And we're heading towards that way. Remember, history always repeats itself. So, like there was a bad time, good time, excellent time, right? It comes back again. So whatever happens, it's like we're becoming self-destructive again as a species. And you got to understand one thing. This planet Earth, okay, we are the last species that this planet needs. Actually, this planet does not need us. If there was no human being on this planet Earth, this planet will thrive like, oh my God, it'll be like a heaven, like fall season, leaves of fall season, right? That's how beautiful this planet will be. We're cancer to this planet, and now we're becoming cancer to each other. Like there's this girl, forgot her name, in Texas. She was the assistant to the district attorney. You know how hard that position is, not even being a district attorney, being the assistant to the district attorney. She went on in an Uber. She was drunk, completely drunk off the rail, and she was just going off on this guy, calling him this, calling him that. What happened next day? He put it online on Twitter. It was literally went viral, like million hits. And the next day she lost her job. She got fired. Now she will be there for life. She goes for, if let's say I was a company, I was a CEO. Let's say I'm looking for an assistant, okay, for my work. And she sent me a resume. And okay, I look at the resume. I look for her. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll call you. I'll call you. That's how it is. That's how it is. And there are good things about social media, because you, as a person who does not have money, does not have the power behind you, you can get the power of the people. Like these women did against Harvey Weinstein and all these sex scandals. And I think now even like Indian film industry itself is going through its phase of sexual harassment. Really, that's great. It brings about, at least somebody has a voice now. They have a power. But then there's also the other people who misuse the golden power of social media to bash other people, to insult other people. And remember, Chitragupta is always writing that in the book. You insulted this person, you purposely did this, you purposely did that. So don't be that, because especially, like I'm sure everybody who, gets that infamous fame online was going through a period where perhaps a malefic planet like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars were affecting their seventh house. Or they were lords of like sixth house or eighth house or 12th house, were sitting in the seventh house or ascendant or 10th, like loss of reputation, loss of fame, infamous. So this is why, again, astrology then kind of comes to save. Astrology is also the same way. Astrology can be misused, as many people do, with selling, crazy amount for a gemstone, which may not do anything. Yagnas and havans and yantras and Vaishikaran yantra. But then there is a good use of it, where if you were to know by yourself, okay, I'm running through this Mahadasha. I'm running through the Mahadasha of a planet who rules my 8th house and is sitting in my 7th house. Once you're aware of that okay, some scandal can happen to my image, or maybe some scandal can come to my spouse. Well, in that case, I will not be acting stupid. That's how simple of a remedy it is. When you're aware of what this time can do for you. Let's say you go through a Sun Mahadasha. Okay? You're a Capricorn ascendant, Sun is in the 8th house, Sun is sitting in the 7th house, and then Saturn is looking at it, and especially if Rahu is looking at it, people are going to come after you. People are going to try to take your image down. But if you're aware of that, you will not be making the stupid mistakes where somebody can catch you, because there will be people looking for you to make mistakes, looking for that little opening in the gap. So knowing that, being aware, okay, it's not about wearing some gemstones to ward off your evil times or your infamous time. Not about some yagnas and prayers, just being aware. Awareness, you know what awareness does? This is why being aware is like the most important thing. Awareness kind of like centers you. Yes, I am aware that I can have really bad fame coming to me in this time period. And if I know that, I am going to be centered and I'm going to make sure I have not made any mistakes. If I have made mistakes in the past, I'm going to try to take care of them right now. Perhaps I'll apologize to some people that I know I messed up with. Let me reach out to them before my time starts. Make amends with them. All these things are possible with astrology. But I'm just telling you right now, careers get ruined for life, not for a month, not for 2 months, 6 months, a year. Remember that girl who made that AIDS joke about Africa when she left on a flight? By the time she went off the flight, there was a news media waiting for her. She got the shock of her life. And to this day, she has not been able to find any employment. And most of these people, they mentally could be suicidal. Like, what am I going to do now? I can't even work in a coffee shop. Because Starbucks, if I was to work at Starbucks, if I did something like that, people will not come to that Starbucks to buy coffee. Starbucks will never hire her. They have to protect their brand. Every corporate, no corporation is there to look out for their employees. They're there to look out for the brand. It's all about brand. You know why Netflix let go of Kevin Spacey? Not because he did all these bad things. Ooh, their PR. They're trying to protect their brand so the investors can give more money to them so they can make more shows. They do not want to be associated with somebody negative. That's all. If there was no repercussion, he would still be shooting the season 6 of House of Cards. So it's very important that we discuss this because there's a lot of you out there. And even if I can reach, I'm not going to reach the entire world. So whatever 10,000 people, 5,000, 20,000 people who get to watch this video, if I can help you, if I can save your reputation, I think that's even bigger than me trying to give you your marriage prediction or your promotion. Now imagine, put yourself in a shoe of a person who can never get a job because they were drunk texting their coworker who put that text message on Twitter and it blew up. Compare yourself to that versus you not getting a promotion in your company. Imagine how lucky you are right now. The person who was going through that, whose text messages, those sexual text messages, will always show up online, will never get another job. It'll be impossible for them to get a job. But you, who have not done these stupid things, not made these stupid mistakes, and yet you are worried about your promotion, man, tomorrow should be your most amazing day. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your life. And you are going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. Go have yourself, your favorite meal tomorrow on my behalf. Go enjoy your favorite food and feel lucky that you have not made these stupid mistakes as some of these people have made. Because remember, like I'm telling you, like I went to Halloween party here in DC. I went to the thing that I was talking about, with the people that I gave a reading to at the DC hotel. I mean, you get to talk to people. You can see what the social media and government are able to do. You can't hide. You cannot hide under an anonymous account. You can't hide under this or that. If you did it, they will find you. They will catch you. They will put you, on the spot. It's very easy now. Even attorneys have powers now to find out what you did, what accounts you have opened up, what you said about somebody on social media, being anonymous. Like remember Kevin Durant, the NBA basketball player. He was making anonymous accounts and replying to people. Like he was so insecure about what the millions of people were saying about him, he couldn't take it. And they found out like that. How they did it? Well, that's a good evidence of the technology that they're using now. Under a fake account, an NBA star who's worth millions, hundreds of millions of dollars couldn't get away. They found out and they had to apologize. Like, yeah, it was me. He was saying like all sorts of stupid like stuff that a teenager would say. So let's not do that. Please save yourself. And especially and it doesn't matter what social media platform you have, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere. When you say something stupid, let's say you say I hate my boss, right? You go on your Facebook and you rant about your day because your boss, it gave you this shit time and gave you all these projects. Oh, believe me, they'll easily find out. There's no such thing as private Facebook account. There isn't. And trust me on this. I'm in the epicenter of where the country is run from. Okay. Um, you can't hide behind a private Facebook account and rant yourself. Like you want to rent it to your friend. Call them for a coffee like you used to back in the 90s and back in early 2000s. Call them for a coffee. Call them for a drink. Okay, then rant away. Rant away with your spouse. No need to share it on social media. I know whatever the garbage is up here wants to come out in social media. So don't. I post things on social media every day, but I post what I am in real life, what I am all about. But I'm not stupid enough to post things, post some thought that I have that is an innocent thought in my head, but I know that if a third party hears it, they're just gonna lose it. Like, oh my God, this guy, we're gonna get him now. So don't do that. I mean, especially with my daughters. Um, my God, I'm just homeschooled, man. They're gonna be homeschooled. They're I'm definitely gonna teach them lessons about the social media. I'm gonna show them videos and stories of what happened to these people because remember, when our kids grow up, for all the people who have toddlers and 10-year-olds and 5-year-olds, their entire life is going to be now traced online. They actually have it worse than us. They can make such a silly mistake even when they're in fifth grade. They can be in fourth grade and make some silly mistake that will be online and it'll follow them for the rest of their existence in this karmic body. So that's my little rant, but I think my whole thing is if I can save even 5, 10 people who are thinking of posting something on Facebook tonight, sharing some stupid picture of their friend, who did not give you permission, but you thought it was a cool picture of them being drunk and holding a beer bottle and this, and you're in there. Imagine if you took a picture with some a bottle of beer and you guys are all like half drunk and you put it online and then you're trying to go for a job at Bain and Company and McKinsey and Company and they see that remember, it's all about the brand. They want to protect their brand. They do not want to hire somebody who does that. Why don't you do this? You want to show your picture right? Print it out, put it up, print it out on a paper, frame it, and put it as your own memory. I know it's very hard. You want people to like your image and comment on your image, and all your third cousins and fourth cousins who you have not spoken to in 20 years. You want them to look at your lifestyle and see how cool you are. Just stay back. print it out and print it. You will thank me one day. You will thank me. And this is actually is going to be part of my speech, but obviously it's going to be more towards astrology and empowering astrology and astrologers through social media. But I mean, this is I think this is far more important than whatever I will say in Sedona, because at least here is I can practically save people's lives, especially teenagers. Even now, even as a teenager, when I heard things, don't do this, couple. Okay, this can do this, don't do this. Yet you listen here, you take it out here, but 3 nights from now on Friday, you're gonna be with your friends, drunk, hitting on some girl. Now you can't even go on and hit on a girl. Back, like you can go to a club and you can start dancing with a girl, hit on a girl, you can go talk to a girl. Now they'll be getting it as a sexual harassment, taking your pictures and putting it online. It is such a scary world that I just awakened to it just 2 hours ago. I'm like, this is so scary. An innocent hitting, like not even like harassing somebody, just going there and innocently saying something to a girl, hey, you look hot. I mean, I've been watching you this whole time. Can I please take you out for a coffee and all that? The girl will like, oh God, I hate this guy. Take his picture. Oh, he is saying this, then this is to me, and he's such an asshole to me here. And boom, that's it. You're guilty now. Now try to prove your innocence. Okay? So that's my 2 cents for tonight. So please take that. But my advice to all the new parents is, man, look on homeschooling. Look on homeschooling. My girls are actually learning so much, so much. Pramila can now solve like very complicated problems, and they know they can count. My daughter is like what, 2.5, turning 3 soon. She can count 1 through 50. 1, 2, 24, 30, 35. It's like it's broken English, but she counts, and they do. Their teacher at home will show 2 and the plus sign and 2, and they will look at it and they'll go 4. They're learning. They don't need to go to this public school system and be indoctrinated with not only their group, but also the people who show up, the students who show up. Because not everybody is being raised right. Let's just get that straight. Not everybody is being raised right. Not everybody is getting the attention of their parents, and they're going to take it out. It's not even the fault of that child who's a bully. They're just taking out their own frustration on someone else. But I don't want that to be my kid. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say on this night of my horrible haircut. Yeah, I know I look like a teenager. No, I'm not going through midlife crisis. Okay, I'm so lazy. I don't want to go out and get my haircut. My wife gives me a haircut. There you go. That's my excuse. But tomorrow morning, you're gonna feel so good about yourself walking in that office and knowing that no BS information is out there on you. No stupid video, no text message or email or this or that to ruin your life. So thank God I grew up. I think now I can say this. And yes, I'm going to sound old, but I'm not old because I really have looked at it. I justified it on all angles with pros and cons. I think I grew up in the golden era of childhood. I was right at the edge of the golden era when it started to go down. But it was still right there. It was like on a flat plane where you could be innocent, you can joke around, you can do stupid teenage things, and you can remember those things. But at least you won't have those memories following you for the rest of your life. It's up here now. So, yes. Man, you guys keep saying Jake Paul. So I finally looked into Jake Paul. I'm like, I guess he has a brother, Logan Paul. No comments. And then I came across, I mean, I don't even want to, these guys, they're in their own universe, and I don't want my universe to be even near their universe. They stay happy. Keep doing what you're doing. So I want to know, is anybody else wanting to homeschool their children or are homeschooling their children? Or what are your thoughts on sending your children to like a public high school system? And how are things even in India now with social media? Anyone? Who's desperate right now? It's a great option until your children commit some stupid act that is caught on the camera by some other student. It's always great till that moment. Yeah, we are very lucky. Our teacher is she's, I wouldn't say her name, but she's a brilliant teacher. She comes, three days a week for 5 hours, and they have learned so quickly, so much because it's individualized attention. You're no longer in like a classroom of 20, 30 people, and you're not even like listening to the teacher. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, with the things that they are right now, forget even 2013 or 12. The things that they are right now, and let's say if me and my wife were thinking of having kids, we'd be like, nah, we can't take that chance of ruining our offspring's life because they did something stupid that is caught on the camera and then on social media for life. Yeah, that's it's and it's attention, that is fine. We all go through our attention deficits. I think I was the worst ADD child. I could not stand in I couldn't stay in a class. I had to just leave. But what just more dangerous is that your resume starts from the moment you can walk and talk and you have your own personality. So pretty much I will say now, in this day and age, your resume starts from the time you are 3 or 4 years old. That's it. You screw up even at 3 or 4, it's gonna be there for life. You know, um, there are people, there are kids who are 80 years old. They'll drive their father's car. They'll have a police chase, and they find out it was an 80-year-old kid. Okay, fine. But now you know the name of the kid, you know the face of the kid, and it'll be there for life. So scary, scary time. But hopefully my message helps you. That's all I care for. I just want somebody to undo that writing that you did on the post, to discard that post you're about to post. Okay? So anyway, I'm very sleepy right now. I'm not crying, man. My eyes are tired. Look at my eyes. Actually, no, I need to wear glasses because you know why? The room is dark and the screen is so bright, it's hurting my eyes. Ah, okay. So anyway, guys, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.